Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention, please? Welcome to The Wave and tonight's special event to usher in a new era of professional baseball in Wichita, Kansas. At this time, we direct your attention to the stage and welcome the new radio voice of Wichita baseball, Mr. Tim Grubbs.
What a great crowd, and I'm very happy to be here today, and it's a very exciting day for professional baseball here in Wichita. Over the past year, we've watched this dream become reality. The construction progress has been simply amazing. We watched steel go up and recently sod go down, and it really does look like a baseball diamond now. We're just moments away from finally knowing the name of your team. 147 days from now, Wichita baseball will take the field as a AAA franchise for the first time in 26 years. We got a great program for you. I know you're waiting for the name, so I'm going to turn things over right now to the master of ceremonies for tonight's event, the Senior Vice President of Sports and Entertainment Ventures, Cookie Rojas.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just want to start off by saying I'm not that Cookie Rojas. Those of you that know. So my apologies if I disappointed anyone tonight. But thank you very much. We appreciate all of you coming out here tonight. And on behalf of Wichita Baseball 2020, I just want to say this is going to be a tremendous evening here, something that's going to go into the history books. Tonight we launch a new era of professional baseball here in Wichita, Kansas. And as Tim mentioned, my name is Cookie Rojas. I'm the Senior Vice President of Sports and Entertainment Ventures, and I'm honored to be one of the hosts here this evening. But before we begin, I'd like to introduce some special guests. From the Miami Marlins, Director of Player Development, Mr. Dick Scott is in the crowd here, along with his wife, Chris, who's right over here to the side. I also want to welcome the AAA manager for the Marlins organization, Mr. Keith Johnson, and his lovely daughter, Maya, is here as well. We also want to take this moment to thank all those friends of Wichita Baseball 2020 for their support. We want to make sure we thank the Ad Astra Quartet for their amazing rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Visit Wichita, the Wichita Regional Chamber of Commerce, and W for their operational support this evening. Midwest Single Source for fulfilling our printing needs. Frohoff Uniforms for this amazing sports coat. Love of Character for their wonderful decorations, Adios Nachoria for the food tonight, and Wave for hosting us this evening. Thank you all for your support. Thank you. We're also fortunate to have the designer of our logo with us this evening, Mr. Todd Radom. Todd, if you could please stand up. Todd is a fourth-generation graphic artist. His work includes the official logos for the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 38, the 2009 NBA All-Star Game. He designed the graphic identity for the World Series champion Washington Nationals and also the Los Angeles Angels. He is among the leading designer in the professional sports and entertainment industry. Recently, he collaborated with entertainment mogul Ice Cube on the visual content for his Big Three basketball league, and his work in the NFL, NBA, and Major League Baseball has resulted in some of the most familiar, iconic images of our popular sports culture. There were literally thousands of suggestions submitted for the new team name, and we are grateful to the Wichita community for its interest and for its patience while we vetted the process of selecting the best name, the best logo, and design for our new professional baseball team. We are thankful that Todd has been instrumental in the creation, development, and final design of the new Wichita baseball team logo, and we will be hearing from Todd shortly. But first, I'd like to share a few personal thoughts. I had the pleasure of visiting Wichita nearly every other week from January through May as we began the transition of relocating to this wonderful city. In that time, and now that we have relocated, we have had the pleasure of meeting so many wonderful people, many of whom are right here in this crowd tonight. On behalf of the entire staff, I can say that Wichitans are some of the nicest, friendliest, and most accepting people that we have ever met. We have certainly learned a lot about you. We've learned a lot about your values of hard work, open-mindedness, and honesty. We have learned how important family is. More importantly, how crucial it is to spend time with family. In fact, quality of life truly matters here in Wichita. Please know that each member of Wichita Baseball 2020 shares your values. And speaking to those of you who have lived in Wichita for all or most of your lives, we appreciate the pride you have for the community, the enthusiasm shown at how much it has grown, and the excitement of what lies ahead. We are so blessed to be a part of that future, and we are committed to enhancing the quality of life for everyone in this city, in this great state of Kansas, and across the entire region. When our managing partner, Lou Schweckheimer, first began meeting the people of Wichita, one word kept coming up: grit. Defined as courage and resolve, strength of mind and character. That is what makes the city of Wichita a true jewel of the heartland. We might be considered a small town by outsiders, but from the standpoint of diversity, entrepreneurial spirit, the arts, the music scene, the business acumen, economic development, athletics, and innovation, Wichita is a big city on the rise. And then, of course, there's baseball. Whether it was an evening at historic Lawrence Dumont Stadium, watching a game from the Hill at X Stadium, or taking in all the baseball you can handle during the NBC World Series, make no mistake, folks, Wichita is a baseball town. Friends, affiliated baseball is back in Wichita. And now, the moment you've been waiting for.
The mighty wind has been an integral part of Wichita since the beginning of time. This true force of nature helped to shape Wichita's past. From the days of the Chisholm Trail, through the innovation of the wind wagon, to laying claim as the air capital of the world, the wind runs through the veins of this all-American city. We are proud of our past and hopeful for our future as Wichita takes an exponential surge forward as we embark on the city's opportunity to propel itself to becoming a must-visit, must-live destination. We are no longer just defined by the wind. We now represent the surge, pushing Wichita forward. We have become both.
Thank you, thank you. It feels so good to finally breathe and let that out. Thank you. We've got a lot more to unveil tonight, but now let's hear from the gentleman who brought these ideas and images to life. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Todd Radom. Todd.
Look at this. Thank you, Cookie, and thanks to all of you for being here tonight. What an exciting moment. I think it's probably fair to say that any of us in this room would agree with me. Being part of something from the ground up, being part of a startup, is filled with challenges and rewards. An artist, regardless of medium, would consider a startup to be the image of a blank canvas. And a blank canvas is filled with a couple of different emotions. On the one hand, a blank canvas is full of hope and promise, because if the artist fills it in successfully and navigates the process, then hopefully at the conclusion of that, we'll be left with something of lasting value and something that is hopefully loved. But on the other hand, a blank canvas is fraught with, where do you start? It's a blank canvas. There is no roadmap for filling in a blank canvas and getting from point A to point B. I was very fortunate indeed to have been part of a very collaborative process with some of these great people here from Lou Schweckheimer on down, and I believe that at the end of this process, we have created something of great and lasting value. Finally, tonight begins the next phase of this process, because a logo exists in a vacuum up until the time that it is activated and it's brought to life. And this all brings all of us into this room together in beautiful Wichita, and this will be further borne out April 14th at your beautiful new stadium when the inaugural class of 2020, your new Wichita Wind Surge, when they take the field and make history and further bring all of this to life. So, I think I'm going to be the second person in the history of Wichita, because I heard this just a minute ago, to publicly say, "Go Surge!" Thank you.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to bring back to the podium the voice of your Wichita Wind Surge, Mr. Tim Grubbs.
Thank you, Cookie. You've heard the name, you've seen the logos, and I hope everyone in here is impressed. Now let's meet a few of the players that will wear these threads on the diamond. Cookie introduced a few moments ago. We have some guests here from the Miami Marlins. This Miami farm system has surged from 29th in all of Major League Baseball farm systems to number 4 under the guidance of Derek Jeter, Michael Hill, Gary Dembo, Dick Scott, Keith Johnson, and their staff. Let's meet some of the Miami Marlins prospects that are here today, and it's all going to start off with the home white uniform, a classic look that'll be donned by Justin Twine, a second-round pick of the Miami Marlins back in 2014, a Southern League All-Star this past season, scoring 34 runs and 4 triples. The home white uniform has Wind Surge across the front in midnight navy blue, trimmed with red and a sky blue wing. There you go, the home white uniforms. Our second uniform is the Road Gray uniform. It's a traditional old school look. Today it's worn by pitcher Robert Duggar, who opened the season with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, where he was a Southern League All-Star, made his way to AAA New Orleans, and finished the season where he made his Major League debut with the Miami Marlins. There it is, the Road Gray, Wichita across the chest in midnight navy blue, trimmed with white with the surging wing coming out of the W in in Wichita. The club will also have 2 alternate jerseys. Our first one is the Midnight Navy Blue jersey. Will be worn by Stone Garrett, an 8th-round pick of the Miami Marlins back in 2014, 6 years in the Miami organization. This past season, he led the Jumbo Shrimp with 14 homers and 66 RBI. Our next jersey, our 4th and final, is Scarlet Red, topped with the surge across the chest. And it's going to be worn by infielder Eddie Alvarez, who had his career best 11 home runs this past season in AAA New Orleans. The Miami native bursted onto the scene where he was a speed skater, earning a silver medal in the Sochi Winter Olympics. The red uniform, scarlet red, surge across the chest with the sky blue wing, and on the neck and sleeves, it'll pay homage to the Wichita City flag. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The new look for your Wichita Wind Surge. All right. The big question is you will want to get your hands on this gear, and our crew will be selling some of the gear outside here tonight at Wave. So when we wrap up, head on out there, get yourself a cap, sweatshirt. We will also be opening a store near our trailers on the site of the new ballpark. It opens tomorrow at 9 a.m., 608 West Texas Street at the corner of Sycamore and West Texas. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 7. At this time, I would like to introduce you to a few men that really need no introduction in this town, as they have brought baseball back here to Wichita. First, the president of your team, with over 37 years of baseball experience, awarded the Sporting News Minor League Executive of the Year in 2001 and in 2003 by Baseball America. Won the League Executive of the Year 7 times. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together for the president of your Wichita Wind Surge, Jay Miller.
I mean, all I can say is wow. Impressive. I was going to start naming sponsors, but that would take too damn long. And I know you guys are ready for your next beer. The only thing I will say is Lou Schweckheimer, Matt White, and our gang have done a heck of a job, but I get to introduce Lou, who we've been competing against each other for 30-plus years from the opposite side of the field. So it's so good to be here with Lou and Matt and the rest of the gang, and I promise you we're going to give you a lot of fun. And my day started with our first season ticket holder sending me a note saying, "Today feels like Christmas." Today does feel like Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jay. Another gentleman that really needs no introduction, the managing general partner of the Charlotte Stonecraps, your Wichita Wind Surge, the founder of the Caribbean Baseball Initiative, the International League Executive of the Year in 1987 and 1992, and this past season was inducted into the International League Hall of Fame. Managing general partner of your ball club, Lou Schweckheimer.
I hope those are Lou's and not booze. There's a boo right there, but it's my daughter. That was a joke. Hey, Wichita, are you ready for baseball? Well, we're ready for Wichita. And I got to tell you, on behalf of our ownership group that's here tonight, Matt White, Jordan Kobritz, Andy Life, our entire team, I just want to say a couple of things. We want to be here. We're making our homes here. We are now proud Wichitans. And we want to thank you for making us feel like we're at home. And that comes from the heart. And you're stuck with us for the next 30 years. We'll be back 30 years from now to sign another 30-year extension when I'm 91, I promise you. couple of people that I really think we want to take a moment. We said we wanted to honor those before us. And if it wasn't for our friends at the Wingnuts, Nate Robertson, Steve Rude, we would not be here today. And that goes true for our friends from the Wranglers and the Arrows, the NBC. We're going to keep the NBC alive right at the new ballpark. When the glasses come up, that just means I'm getting 1 year older. I want to thank our branding team, Bobby Moe, Eric, Annie, Ryan, Jen, Maggie, for making this happen. As we sit here tonight, I just want to say, Mayor Jeff Longwell, this was your vision way back when. Stand up and take a bow, because without the mayor, the mayor called me 3 years ago and said, this city deserves affiliated baseball and we need to bring it back. And I want to thank the mayor and all the members of the city council that are here tonight. City council members Tuttle, Claycomb, Clendenin, Fry, Johnson, and Blubaugh, thank you. Stand up and take a bow, because this was your vision as well. And thank you all for making this happen. We got a great team behind the scenes that no one will ever know, but I will tell you this. DLR, J.E. Dunn, EB, Schaefer Johnson, PEC, you guys have built something that Wichita will be proud of. And the unsung heroes in the room tonight, Bob Layton, where are you? Take a bow. Scott Rigby, take a bow. Tom Tingle, take a bow. And the guy that really has the vision, the passion, whenever we have a tough decision to make, I go, what would Bob Carlson do? The team that he's assembled to pull this off has been remarkable, and we'll be forever grateful. Last but not least, Jay Miller. It's tough sharing the stage with the most popular guy in all of Wichita. We go out and have a drink at, we'll go out and have a beer or whatever, and people go, hey, there's Jay Miller. And it's been very humbling, but we love you, Jay, and we've entrusted this franchise to your care, and the magic that you bring is special. Lastly, I want to say support your friends over at Wichita State. Eric Wedge, Brent Kimnitz, where are you? Eric Wedge is a beast, and Wichita State is going to be heard from. And we're proud to share the stage with Wichita State as we bring baseball back to Wichita and make this the greatest baseball town in America. So thank you very much. Lastly, to the Marlins, we're thrilled. We're honored that we're your partner. Our families, my wife Jane, all the folks that are in this building who help make this happen, who do all the work behind the scenes, we're thrilled to be your representative, Wichita, and we want to help you win a World Series, and it starts right here in Wichita with these prospects. So thank you very much, everybody. We look forward to seeing you out at the ballpark.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Lou. Attention media, if you would like to talk to Todd Radom, Jay Miller, Lou Schweckheimer, you can get them right over here. And once again, folks, merchandise is on sale out there. Thank you for coming. A new era is starting. Of course, we're going to have several other major announcements coming in the next couple months. Opening day, April 14th. Merchandise on sale here. And don't forget to visit our new store at the corner of West Texas and Sycamore beginning tomorrow. And visit our new website, folks, windsurge.com. Thank you, everybody. Opening day coming soon.